Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the official weigh-in as we get set for a great night of championship boxing. It is the Magnificent Seven title fights in one night to be held tomorrow at the AO Arena in Manchester, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, 32 Red and Unibet. A reminder that this great event will be televised live beginning at 6 p.m. in the UK on TNT Sports and also in the United States on ESPN+. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to begin the weigh-in process with two combatants competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round international super lightweight contest. First, we will welcome to the scale, coming to us from El Fuerte, Sinaloa, Mexico. He is a veteran of 48 professional bouts. Let's welcome Christian Lopez Flores.
Well, here comes Christian Lopez Flores. Dev Sani and Chris Bork here on commentary. We will be talking you through today's weigh-in.
144.1 for Christian Lopez Flores. And now we welcome to the scale from Dewsbury, Yorkshire, England, undefeated with 5 wins. One of his 5 wins comes by way of knockout. Here is Amar, the Prodigy Abar.
Tremendous ovation here for Amar Abar, fight number 6.
145.8 for Amar Abar.
Tremendous shape, as always, for Amar Abar, and he has brought half of Dewsbury with him here. Chris Bork, they sound fantastic.
Yeah, he'll be looking to put on a performance in front of them tomorrow. He's got a big crowd here already.
Well, he did very well last time out, recorded his first stoppage so far of his career, and he looked very good indeed. That was against Georgi Velichkov back in July in Telford. Calls himself the Prodigy. Christian Lopez Flores, a bit of a veteran on these shores.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 6-round international super lightweight contest.
Face front, boys. Face front.
Decent jeans as well from Christian Lopez Flores. Looks ready to go. And Amar Abar, all business. Fight number 6.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the British, Commonwealth, WBC International, and IBF European Welterweight Championships. First, we welcome to the scale the challenger from Derby, Derbyshire. He is a 2-weight English champion and now has a professional record of 12 wins, 2 defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Horrible Harry Scarf.
Well, here comes Horrible Harry Scarf, fight number 15 for the Derby man. It's Derby versus Nottingham in this fight.
145.6 for Harry Scarf.
And of course, he makes the weight for a fight he has been craving.
And now we welcome to the scale the defending champion from Nottingham. His undefeated record, 19 wins, 7 of those 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending British, Commonwealth, WBC International, and IBF European Welterweight Champion, Ekow, the Engine Essuman.
I'll tell you what, the engine could not wait to get started and get on those scales.
146.3. for Ekow Essuman.
Both make weight. Chris Bork, what do you think of the shape of them?
Yeah, he looks in great shape, don't he? They both look in real good shape. It's an interesting fight. I think
It's been a bit of needle in this one as well. I mean, we've had 2 press conferences where they have been just jawing at each other, just staring at each other, just delivering nasty insults. It's the sort of fight that you really like, right?
No, massively. You know, it gets everyone interested. I think Scarf's been trying to get under Esuman's skin, and you know, he's acting like it isn't, but I mean, it must be.
He must be. I mean, it's a fight that Harry Scarf has been chasing for a little while. It's a fight that Harry Scarf has been accusing Ekow Essuman of ducking, and he's saying the only reason that he's taking this fight is because he has to take the fight. But Ekow Essuman is
once again,
promising
ladies and
a very
gentlemen, these
violent
two
night.
competing tomorrow night in a 12-round contest for the British, Commonwealth, WBC International, and IBF European Welterweight Championships.
I'll tell you, I knew we'd get quite a steely face-off. He's getting closer and closer, Harry Scarf there. I do wonder what he's saying to him. But Ekow Essuman, as poised as ever. I'm not sure he's
doesn't look
blinked.
phased, does he? No. I think their styles are going to gel. It's going to be a quality fight tomorrow night.
Well, look, I asked Ekow how this fight was going to go. He said he calls himself the Engine, and he promises a roadside collision on Saturday night. As he points to the sky, Harry Scarf is still... We cannot break this stare. I think they are going to probably get security involved here to pull them apart. Plenty of needle in this one. So many titles on the line in that welterweight division.
Yeah, it's real needle, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, Harry Scarf got that last word in. Goes back to Clifton Mitchell and the team over there.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 12-round contest, and it will be for the British and Commonwealth Featherweight Championships. First, we welcome to the scale the challenger from Manchester, England, undefeated with 13 wins. 3 of his wins come by way of knockout. Here is Zach Miller.
Well, my goodness, what a reaction here to Zach Miller, unbeaten in 13 fights, and there is so much noise for him here in Manchester. He is a Manchester local, and he's living his dream.
125.6 for Zach Miller.
Makes the weight, he's hyped up. For so many years, he went to see Ricky Hatton at Manchester Arena. He dreamed of fighting
And
there
now
himself.
we welcome to the scale the defending champion from Glasgow, Scotland. Undefeated with 13 wins. 7 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending British and Commonwealth champion, Nathaniel the Nightmare Collins.
Well, I'll tell you, plenty of noise for Nathaniel Collins.
125.1
Goodness
for
me.
Nathaniel Collins.
I can barely hear myself thinking here. Nathaniel Collins has brought his fans, and of course, Zach Miller has brought his fans from Manchester. Tremendous fight. British and Commonwealth featherweight titles on the line. I mean, what do you think of this, Chris?
It's going to be unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're both up for it. Both brought big support, and they both believe they're going to win. It's going to be a great fight.
Both 13-0 as well,
Yeah.
both completely unbeaten. Zach Miller, though, big step up for him. This is his first opponent who's got a winning record. You know, it feels like a big step up.
Once again,
Nathaniel
ladies and gentlemen, these two
Plenty of needles
competing
as well.
tomorrow night in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the British and Commonwealth Featherweight Championships.
But he believes he's ready, and that's why he's taking the fight.
Well, there are chants of Manchester, Manchester, Manchester in this hotel room. This is actually the first time that they've come face to face, Zach Miller and Nathaniel Collins. Nice little handshake at the end there. So much on the line. A big step up for Zach Miller and a great chance for both
Our
men.
next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBC and vacant WBO Women's Super Welterweight Championships of the World. We will first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Ljubljana, Slovenia. Her professional record, 23 wins, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, 12 wins coming by knockout. Here is Emma, the Princess Kosin.
Well, it's fight number 26 for the Slovenian southpaw that is Emma Kosin. Calls herself the princess, but certainly doesn't fight like a princess. Very aggressive southpaw, Chris.
154.2 for Emma Kosin.
I've seen little clips, and yeah, like you said, she's very aggressive.
And now we welcome to the scale, coming to us from Luss, Scotland. Her professional record, 13 wins, 6 defeats, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. She is the former WBA and IBO Women's World Champion. Here is Hannah, the classical warrior, Rankin.
Well, here comes Hannah Rankin, her Queensberry and TNT Sports debut, and the chance to become
153.4.
She's made the way
for Hannah Rankin.
A chance to become a unified champion. Initially, just the WBC belt was on the line. The WBO got added, and the winner of this becomes a real player in women's boxing. Huge opportunity for your Queensberry debut to fight for 2 world titles. Not bad, Chris.
It's a dream, isn't it? I know, for your debut to be fighting for world titles is unbelievable. It's an opportunity I'm sure she's going to take, and the best her is going to turn up.
We've got Emma Kosin getting back on the scales here.
153.7. Official weight.
And that's the official recorded weight. Both have made the weight. Look at those world titles there as well. The WBO, the WBC.
That's what every boxer dreams of.
Yeah, it's very much so. And this is a fight that has been scheduled a few times, actually, Hannah Rankin and Emma Kosin, and for whatever reason, it has fallen through. But this time, it's come off, and this time, it's got 2 world titles on the line. Yeah. So they're probably glad they waited, right?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, there's more on the line now.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBC and vacant WBO Women's Super Welterweight Championships of the World.
Well, a tremendous opportunity for both of them. You know, it's those welterweights, those super welterweight divisions. Quite glamorous
Webster,
divisions for female boxing.
Webster and
let's see, Emma
Dacres.
Kosin stuck the fist right in her face there. Maybe that's what she plans on doing tomorrow,
Yeah, I'm
Chris.
sure she does. I think she's going to try and stick it on her and take her out of stride.
Yeah. I like that she has sort of shaped up southpaw as well. She's just she hasn't changed anything around. So that is exactly what she plans on doing. Hannah Rankin, though, completely unfazed. She's so cool. She's got that Scottish flag, the fighting pride of Scotland.
Our next 2 combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the English Heavyweight Championship. First, we welcome to the scale the challenger from Middlesbrough, Yorkshire. Undefeated with 9 wins. 6 of his 9 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Michael Webster.
Well, big opportunity for Michael Webster. Takes on Dacres.
246.4 for Michael Webster. Now to the scale, the defending champion from Birmingham, West Midlands. Undefeated with 7 wins. 2 of his 7 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending English heavyweight champion, Solomon, the real deal, Dacres.
Well, it's a Queensberry and TNT Sports debut for Solomon, the real deal Dacres, the English heavyweight champion. What a division the heavyweight division is right now.
246.2 for Solomon Dacres.
I remember him from the amateurs, top amateur, Team GB, and he'll be looking to do the same as a professional now.
Well, he's 7-0 now, and he's mixing in good company in terms of sparring. He's been in 2 Tyson Fury camps. He's done plenty of rounds with Anthony Joshua. Of course, up on the Team GB, he would have sparked the likes of Fraser Clark. He wants to fight Fabio Wardley. He wants that title. It's a great division, Chris.
Yeah, like you said, I've seen him spar with Dubois as well. He's been in with all the top boys, so he's definitely going to want to get his name up there and get these big fights.
He carries himself with a really cool energy.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the English Heavyweight Championship.
And that English heavyweight title has been held by so many great fighters over the years in recent history. Of course, Fabio Wardley recently, Daniel Dubois, David Price, Tyson Fury, former English heavyweight champion as well. It is a historic belt. It is a belt that means something, and it usually means if you win that belt, if you have that belt, you're going to go on to become a bit of a player. And Sol Dacres has got that belt right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big
All
opportunity
handshakes
for both of them.
No, absolutely. Look, 2 undefeated heavyweights fighting live on Saturday night.
Our next 2 combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a 12-round contest for the European Super Bantamweight Championship. First, we will welcome to the scale the challenger from Pagani, Italy. He brings a professional record undefeated with 13 wins, 7 of his 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Vincenzo Winchester Lafina.
Well, here comes Vincenzo Lafina. This is a weight division you've competed in the past, Super Bantamweight. I'll get your thoughts once he's weighed in.
121.4 for Vincenzo Lafina.
He sounds up for it, Chris.
Yeah, he looks in great shape, and you know his record suggests he can punch a bit. So you know he's probably.
And now to the scale, the defending champion from Telford, Shropshire, England, undefeated with 14 wins, 6 of his 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the current British and WBC international champion, and tomorrow night, the defending European Super Bantamweight champion, Liam Dangerous Davies.
Well, great ovation here for the Telford man, who I think is very simply one of the best fighters in the country right now, Liam Davies.
121.1 for Liam Davies.
Looks in great shape. He's massive, isn't he, for the weight?
He's massive for the weight, and you can see that as well. You've got some common opponents in the past, Chris. What do you make of Liam Davies?
You know, very good at using what he has. He's very tall, rangy, and he's a smart boxer. So he sets traps and he makes people fall into it, and he can punch as well. So he makes you miss and he makes you pay.
Has he surprised you, his rise recently? He's got some very, very good wins there. Mark Leach was a fight that maybe he wasn't the favourite to win. The Baluta fight, that was a great win.
Yeah, I think the Baluta really put him on the map, you know.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 12-round contest for the European Super Bantamweight Championship.
Of course, last time out he stopped Jason Cunningham. It was quite a rivalry heading into that fight, and he stopped him in one round that night. I'll tell you what, he's actually a very good trash talker as well, Liam Davies, and you can see that here. He is pointing, he is tapping him on the shoulder, he's sort of half little broing him.
Yeah.
Andy.
But Vincenzo looks to be...
Which is the main event tomorrow?
I did wonder what he was going to do with the hand there, because was it going to be a slap around the face, or is it going to be a sort of handshake? It's an extended handshake between the two fighters here, and a little pat. But I'll tell you, there's a little bit of energy there.
No, definitely. No, I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
European Super Bantamweight title on the line for that one. Absolutely fantastic fight. Always great to see Liam Davies, one of the best fighters in the country.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the British and WBA Continental Middleweight Championships. We first welcome to the scale, undefeated with 17 wins, 6 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout, from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England. He is the reigning and defending WBA Continental Middleweight Champion, Nathan Hitman Heaney.
Well, here it is, the chance to realise a lifelong dream for the Hitman, Nathan Heaney. This is the belt that he has wanted for so long. Let's see if he's made weight.
159.4 for Nathan Heaney.
In impeccable shape as
the best
ever.
shape I've seen him in.
And now we welcome to the scale from Battersea, London, England. His professional record consists of 18 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 15 of his 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending British middleweight champion, Denzel Too Sharp Bentley.
Well, here comes Denzel Too Sharp Bentley, Too Sharp and two-time British middleweight champion. Really a world-level middleweight after how he competed against Janabek in
160 pounds even for Denzel Bentley.
Perfectly on weight. I mean, you've been in camp with him, right? So, I mean, has he had a good camp?
He's had a great camp. You know, his spars he's been looking unbelievable. been practicing things and it's been working, and I just think he's going to shine on the night.
How much did he take from that performance against Janibek? Because he got the fight at short notice against what was quite a monster in the division, a guy that people were avoiding, and he acquitted himself very well, Chris.
Yeah, he went into that fight, people weren't expecting him, they were expecting him to get blasted away, and he didn't. And I think his stock rose from that loss, and his confidence in general just rose, and he's just performed.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 12-round contest for the British and WBA Continental Middleweight Championships.
Well, I'm very interested about this because the build-up has been very, very friendly indeed. But there is nothing friendly about this face-off right now. Nathan Heaney, Denzel Bentley, staring right through each other. Chris, what are you looking at?
They're just trying to get through. People think, are they going to look away first? Are they going to blink first? But as you can see, there's a
big
lot of respect
handshake,
between them.
plenty of respect at the end there.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the WBC Silver Championship, and it is a final eliminator for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. It is being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry in association with Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated. First, we welcome to the scale a native of Accra, Ghana, and now making his home in London, England. His professional record, 24 wins, 3 defeats, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBO World Champion. Let's welcome the challenger, Isaac Royal Storm Dogboe.
Here's the former world super bantamweight champion, Isaac Dogboe, and my goodness, looks in shape.
125.2 for Isaac Dogboe.
This is a fight that got people talking.
Now we welcome to the scale the defending champion from Liverpool, England, undefeated with 18 wins, 11 of those 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBC Silver Featherweight Champion, Nick the Wrecking Ball.
There he is, Nick the Wrecking Ball. Plenty of momentum. He has been wrecking his
125 pounds for Nick Ball.
Both make weight. Nick Ball has been wrecking his way through the featherweight division so far, but this by far the biggest step up so far.
Yeah, this is a big step up. Isaac Dogboe has been in with some of the biggest names in boxing in the weight, and Nick Ball will be looking to do what they've done to Isaac, but Isaac's not here just to make numbers, he's here to win. I've spied Isaac in the past, and he's a big puncher, and he's aggressive, and I've seen Nick Ball fight, and he's the same, so it's guaranteed to be fireworks, I think.
They're kind of two mini Mike Tysons.
Yeah.
That's how I've been describing the fight, and it's not very often that Nick Ball is kind of going into a
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a 12-round contest for the WBC Silver Championship, and it is a final eliminator for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World.
Well, you heard it there from Thomas Triber. This is indeed a final eliminator for the WBC World Featherweight Championship. It's a big step up for Nick Ball. Isaac Dogboe is not the fighter who is at the end of his career and done. He's a fighter very hungry who wants to become a world champion once again.
Yeah, people don't realise Isaac's not old. He's still quite young. He's still got a lot of time left in him, and he's here to win.
He's very much here to win. He's brought a team with him. I can see Joshua Buatsi in the room as well. Good friend of Isaac Dogboe, may well be working with him around this fight as well. Interesting face-off there. Just a little smirk from both guys, kind of like a knowing kind
Our
of
next
nod.
two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 6-round super lightweight contest. First to the scale from Sheffield, England. Let's welcome Joshua Ocampo.
Well, here comes Joshua Ocampo. Fight number 33 for Joshua Ocampo. This will feature at the AO Arena, Manchester. This fight taking on Callum Thompson, the Joe Gallagher trained Callum Thompson. Joshua Ocampo, who we're looking at, is a Colombian based in Spain, a very active Colombian. It's actually his 11th fight this year.
Oh wow, yeah,
very active
busy,
that
yeah.
Chris. It's a very busy man. He actually started the year by taking on another Queensberry prospect in Charles Rankin. But whilst he gets ready, let's talk a little bit about what we saw with Nick Ball and Isaac Dogboe. They sort of didn't want to break the stare, but they kind of had to. What did you make of it?
No, you know, I think you can just see by looking at them, they're both quietly confident and they're just ready to perform tomorrow night.
136.1 for Joshua Ocampo. Now we welcome to the scale from Kirkby, England, undefeated with 7 wins, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is Callum the Tank Thompson.
Well, Callum the Tank Thompson, former member of Team GB. Have you done any work with Callum
I'm
Thompson?
not sure. I remember seeing his face in Team GB. I think he was
136.9 for Callum Thompson.
But yeah, I heard good things about him. He was a very good, skillful fighter.
Yeah, Joe Gallagher trained. Of course, Joe Gallagher doesn't take any mugs into his gym, so he's a very well schooled fighter. Impressive start to his journey. Calls himself the Tank. There's another Tank out there in world boxing.
Spacing off.
I'll tell you, if he's half as good as him,
Yeah,
he'll
exactly.
do okay, won't he?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be looking to make a statement against this guy.
Tell me a little bit about what you saw in the Denzel Bentley Nathan Heaney face-off. For Nathan Heaney, by far the most important fight of his career. For Denzel,
Once again, ladies and
no
gentlemen,
slip-ups.
these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 6-round super lightweight contest.
Yeah, for Denzel Bentley, of course, he can't afford a slip-up.
No, of course, you know, it's this is a massive step up for Heaney, and I'm sure he knows it. He knows it's a huge opportunity for him, and he's going to try and grab it with both hands. And like you said, Denzel can't afford to make any mistakes or take his opponents lightly, which he hasn't. But he just knows he has to go out there and get the job done in exciting fashion.
Well, fantastic stuff. I'll tell you, Chris Bork, it's been wonderful speaking to you. And I think that concludes our weigh-in here today. We've seen so much. Give me your sort of. Can you give me any predictions, Chris? I mean, obviously, you probably think Denzel Bentley is going to beat Nathan Heaney, right? Yeah, he's your boy.
I think Denzel wins by knockout. I think Esuman wins. I don't know about the Collins fight. I think Rankin wins. I think Liam Davies gets a stoppage, and I think Solomon gets a stoppage as well. And I can't pick a winner for Bull v Dogboe.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's got people very, very excited. No one can pick a winner in that fight. Chris Bork, been wonderful having you with me. Thank you so much, and we'll speak to you again very
Cheers,
shortly.
thank you very much.
Cheers. Thanks. Well, it's been a big week in heavyweight boxing, so it makes sense to have a big heavyweight with me here, the real deal.
Yep.
How you feeling? You've got a fight
Yep.
tomorrow
Yep.
against Michael Webster, a guy that you know, you've just seen him, you've just been around him. Tell me what's going on.
I'm just chilling, man, relaxed, you know, that's how I am, you know, I'm cool, calm and collected. Fight night tomorrow, done the weigh-in, obviously no struggles on the weight for a heavyweight. Just using this as a rest day, really, and chilling.
You are one of the most relaxed boxers that I've ever met. I mean,
Yeah.
you're so laid back, you could be lying down, Sol Dacres.
Yeah.
Where's this come from?
It's just how I've been, you know, just through my experiences in life, you know, I don't let nothing really get to me. I train hard in the gym, I do what I got to do, so come fight night, that's time to put it all to show.
And that English heavyweight title, that belt that you've got, fighters who have held that belt in the past, like Tyson Fury, for example, it's quite the springboard. It could lead on to something quite big.
Yeah, that's what it is with the English title. It's a springboard. You get that, you know, it's the traditional old route. It shows, you know, I'm making good progress, and it's what can I do after that as well. Not 100% focus on defending it tomorrow, but got that stamped off, then we move on.
Well, what are you going to do on, tomorrow night? How do you
Yeah.
plan on dealing with this guy?
Tomorrow, come out, see what he's got. Can't give away too much in the game plan, but react off what my opponent does, put the pressure on, and just work on what I know I'm capable of doing, which is breaking him down and getting him out of there.
Let me just keep you for a couple more, because obviously there's been a lot of heavyweight announcements this week. I
Yeah.
want to get your thoughts on a couple of the fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Firstly, I mean, the undisputed fight is actually happening.
Yeah.
It's official. How's that going to go?
Well, I still think Fury is two guys that are very skillful, very technical. And with those things maybe near on a level playing field, Fury's got the size and power advantage. I think, you know, we can't take nothing from that Francis Ngannou fight. It was a completely different matchup. I think Fury's going to be able to put the pressure on, let his hands go, not be as wary of getting hit with a one shot. And I think he'll be more confident going forward. It'll be a good fight, don't get me wrong. It's going to be very tricky both ways. But I think the edge lies with Fury, the size.
And what about Anthony Joshua against Otto Wallin? It's Big Southpaw at 6 weeks' notice.
Yeah. Well, obviously Joshua's last two fights against Southpaw he's lost, but it's both to Alexander Usyk, who's, you know, cream of the crop. So you could take it as two ways. Is he going to be weaker against the southpaws because of that, or has he learned some experience from that, and going in against another one, he pick up on what he's learned and maybe put on an improved performance?
So we could see a better Joshua because of the Usyk
You
fights.
could do. It just depends how his mindset is and how he's taken those losses and gone forward. Obviously Wallins is quite a tricky customer. He's only got that one loss to Fury on points. So it's interesting one to see how it'll go.
2 more. Wilder Parker.
Yeah.
Parker's your boy, right?
Parker, good friend of mine, Parker. I've done a lot of sparring with him, been in the Tyson Fury camp. Real nice, cool guy. And I hope he can pull it off. I think, on a technical standpoint, he can do the things to win that fight. But, with Wilder, he just got to detonate once. So if he can just, nullify that, work on things, stay away from the big clean shots, he can do it.
And Daniel Dubois has this huge trash-talking American fridge coming to take his head off in Jarrell Miller. What do you think of that one?
Well, Dubois, he's a big puncher, and now he's got great experience, really. He's boxed at title level. So he's got those experiences under his belt, which, at a young age is invaluable. Miller's going to become very brash, very overconfident, and, maybe it can put Dubois in his shell a bit, maybe, at the press conferences, all that. But I think Dubois is a very strong, good boxer, and I think if Miller comes walking in too much, he can get hit with some heavy shots.
Brilliant. Wonderful speaking to you. We're really looking forward to your Queensberry TNT debut tomorrow. Do you want to just tell them what to expect?
Expect an explosive performance, great technical boxer, and just a full package in the heavyweight division.
Thank you so much, Sol Dacres. Give the mic to Hannah Rankin, please. Let's do that. That's Sol Dacres. And now we have, perhaps a future unified world champion, Hannah Rankin.
Yes.
Tell us how that all felt today.
Do you know, it was fantastic. My first weigh-in with Queensberry. It was a very exciting affair, really good. So, I'm buzzing for this. Proud to be on this card, and I think it's going to be an exciting night for everybody.
Those belts were there. I mean, they were glistening. You could probably see them on the other side of Manchester.
Yeah.
You got the pink one with the WBO, and you had the green and gold. Means a lot, right?
Absolutely. It's just, a bit of a magpie, so I was like, I'm not going to look at the shiny things, not going to look at them. But I'm absolutely so excited to see them there, like in the flesh, and they're going to be mine on Saturday night when my arm gets raised.
Well, I think Emma Kosin's got other ideas, Hannah, because when you had a face-off, she stuck her fist, she shaped up and stuck her fist right in your face. What did you think?
I mean, it looks like she's practiced it in her bedroom, so, it is what it is. Like, anyone can do that if they want to. It doesn't bother me. I've been here before. It doesn't matter who I'm facing off against. So, I'm ready for whatever she brings tomorrow night.
She's quite aggressive, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely. You see that in a lot of her fights. She's an aggressive, come-forward style fighter. And she's tough, and she's been in fights with loads of different people. So I feel like, I'm looking forward to the best version of her tomorrow night. But I think I'm just going to be too much for her.
And you had that big Scottish flag behind you as well.
Yep.
This is a big moment for Scotland, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm massively proud to be sharing the card with Nathaniel Collins. Obviously, two Scottish people on the card. And also, for me, I'll be taking 2 world title belts back to Scotland on Saturday, and that is a little bit of history for my country, a little bit of history. I never thought it would be me saying that I'm making it, but I'm doing it, and to take a unified world titles back to Scotland, it would make me so, so proud.
That's the stuff that dreams are made of.
Absolutely.
Hannah, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank
I can't
you.
wait for your fight, and it's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much.
Brilliant.
Let's bring in Denzel Bentley. Let's do a little swap.
Yes, I will do.
Hannah Rankin.
Cheers, then.
Oh, there we go. Here he is, the two-time.
What's happening?
Two-time. What is happening? You just had a little face-off with Nathan Heaney. This is it now. The weight's been made. All that's left to do is fight, apart from talk to me.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What's going on in your head? You look very, very
Fight
focused.
time, man. This is fight time, man. You know how I get, man, after this. I mean, everything's done. All the fun and games is done. All the talk is done. All the waiting's done. It's time to fight, man. There's not much more I can say or do or try to hype anything up. I just want to fight, bro.
Also, we had Chris Bourke talking to me as well. He says it looks like you've had a brilliant camp. I know, mate, he's watched you spar a few times. Sounds like it's gone very well, Denzel.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm always in the gym, so it's not hard for me to get in shape or be on point. Do you know what I'm saying? You know me, I take fights last minute. I can't take fights last minute if I'm never on point or in shape. So I'm always kind of on point, but you have up and down days. But ultimately, listen, you finish camp how you finish camp, and I think I finished camp strong, so I'm happy.
Did he say anything to you up there?
No, he didn't say anything to me.
Did you see anything? Did you take anything from?
No, I wasn't looking for anything. I'll be honest. I'm just ready to fight. I mean, you just got to do a face off all the camera and all that stuff. And if I didn't need to do a face off, I wouldn't do it neither. I just want to scrap.
You're just itching, aren't you? You just want to get in there.
Yeah, I'm just at that point now, man. I mean, I'm training how long for this, man? So we're here now. I mean, just got a day. So one more day and it's there.
What happens between now and then?
I'll knock him out. I'll knock him out Saturday. And I told everyone else I'm going for the stoppage, but now I'm really in that kind of mood. I'm going to knock him out.
I can see it. Thank you so much, Denzel Bentley. We can't wait for this fight.
Thanks.
So let me take that mic off you before you knock me out as well. Thank you very much, Denzel Bentley. Let's keep things moving here. Denzel Bentley, huge fight for him and Nathan Heaney tomorrow night, live on TNT Sports. I mean, Nathan Heaney has been building up to this moment his whole life. I was hoping that we'd grab Nathan Heaney for a quick chat. He may well come in. He may well join us. Looking like a young Tom Selleck these days with the whole Movember thing coming. But let's speak to Liam Dangerous Davies. Now, Liam, let's bring you in here. Zip yourself up. I thought you would leave yourself unzipped to let the sponsors have a little bit of. See, I've helped you out there. Liam.
True.
Your man there, Vincenzo Lafina, shouting when he got up on the scales. You gave him a little bit of this, he gave you a little bit of that. Talk to me.
Yeah, he's learnt a bit of English. He mentioned the spaghetti legs that I brought up, yeah, and he said, we fight tomorrow, like I told him, he's in big trouble. Big trouble.
What did he say about the spaghetti legs?
Not much. I think that was the only line he learnt, but he said something about you say spaghetti legs, and I said, yeah, trust me, it's going to happen tomorrow.
What did you make of his energy up there today? Because is that confidence from him, getting up on the scales and shouting? Is that confidence, or is he nervous because it's his biggest fight and he's fighting you? What did you think?
I hope he's confident. Hope he's there to give it his best go, because that's what I want to move on to the next level. I need someone who's coming to win. So, yeah, I hope he is confident. It's easy to just show it here today. Tomorrow when he's in there with me, it's a totally different thing. But 24 hours, just over 24 hours now, and confident or not, I'm going to knock it out of him, trust me.
And you've actually started doing that to people now as well. Like you talked like this ahead of the Jason Cunningham fight, and then you got him out of there in a round. So you must have a lot of confidence in your power right now.
Yeah, do you know, the way I see it, and this is not to be cocky or whatever, this is genuine belief. I spar a lot bigger lads. This camp I've been hurting people in sparring, and the two fights I've done the 12 rounds in, the one was with Leach, which it was my first 12 rounder, and then the other one was Baluta, which was a game plan where you can't get involved. I just had to outbox him because I was cruising. So yeah, it's like people forgot about how strong I am, and yeah, and the last one and this one, I get to remind them.
Well, I had Chris Bork with me on commentary, and the first thing he said when you got on the scales was he is massive at the weight. You are a very, very big super bantamweight, aren't you?
Yeah. It's all right being big, but you see people big and drained and not very strong, but I seem to be a big super bantamweight, strong, and that's the difference. That's why I'm up next, trust me.
Give us your... actually, do you know what? You're really good at this. Tell them what's going to happen.
Tune in TNT Sports tomorrow night to watch Liam Dangerous Davies land another big knockout.
I knew you'd give me something good. Thank you so much, Liam Davies. Let's swap you out for Callum the Tank Thompson.
Champ. You good?
Good respect there, Callum Thompson, Liam Davies. Thank you very much, Liam Davies. Callum, welcome. Good to have you back. You and Liam know each other? Have you sparred?
Yeah. So me and Liam had our GP trials together. We had our GP trials together in 2018. So yeah, we sparred quite regularly.
Okay, so this is you're still quite at the early stage of your career. This is like the kind of the circuit fighter stage as well. How are you feeling about this one? The guy that you're fighting has been in with kind of everyone, right?
Yeah. Well, that's it. Obviously, not a massive opponent, but it's I'm still a prospect. I'm still learning on the job, so I'm just about making a good performance now. And it's obviously a privilege to be on such a big show. So I just look forward to this one night.
How many tickets have you done? Because it ain't far for you.
You know what? Not that many really. I don't know, about 30 odds, but Yeah, obviously I only got put on like 3 weeks notice, so
Gotcha.
no, tickets is hard to do.
What sort of weight are we looking at for the tank? What are you looking at? Because I believe we spoke before, and I think we billed you as a lightweight initially, but you was looking at, I think you were going down,
Super
right?
feather, yeah,
So that's
definitely.
where you're going
For
to sit now.
titles, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For titles. I mean, obviously this one I was weighed in like
Yeah.
9-10, but no, for titles definitely be super feather.
And how's it going with Joe Gallagher in the gym? It looks like a very exciting time for Joe Gallagher right now as well. How's it all going?
Yeah, brilliant. Like obviously me and Joe now worked together for just over 3 years, so we've got a very good working relationship, and he's got my best interest in his hand, so hopefully we can go to the top together.
Have you got your eyes on any other kind of guys around your weight in the Queensberry stable future fights? I mean, top of my head, I'm thinking, Royston Barney-Smith. That could be a bit of fun one day.
You know what? I just let people worry about me. I don't worry about anyone else, and that's just the way it is.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much,
Thanks,
Tank.
Dave.
Let's fist bump and let's swap out for Nathan the Hitman Heaney, who we are bringing in here, looking like a young Tom Selleck. Look at you.
Or Freddie Mercury.
Which would you prefer?
Yeah, either or is great. Tom Selleck's cool. Well,
Yeah.
both cool guys. Yeah,
Both icons in a way, right?
Yeah,
I mean, definitely.
Absolutely, mate.
Are you an icon, Nathan?
I could be. After tomorrow night, I certainly could be. But yeah, but just see what happens, haven't we?
You win this fight. You win this belt. You become British champion. You've just beaten Denzel Bentley. That's big, big news.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on in your head.
It is in my head absolutely nothing other than just achieving something I've always set out to do, and obviously put a performance on tomorrow, and just show that I do belong on this stage, and obviously to become the British champion and legitimise yourself in that way, I can't think of anything better.
Does it add something that you are the underdog? Many are writing you off.
Yeah.
Many are expecting, because of the level he's competed at, that he should be able to deal with you. What has that added to you, if anything?
Yeah. No, like he has fought at a higher level, but I've mentioned before he's also failed at a higher level as well. So like it's one of them. It's for him to prove that he's far beyond the domestic level, and people rate him far beyond the domestic scene. So for me to beat Denzel Bentley, well, what's that then put me as a fighter? Obviously puts me right up there. And like Frank said before, I'll have to hold him to it. He promised a world title next year, so you don't get bigger than that. So the biggest belt in British boxing, and then going on for one of the biggest belts in world boxing with a world title.
There seems to be, I'm liking your mindset, by the way, because when I'm reading about this fight, when I'm hearing about this fight, it's being billed as your mountaintop moment.
Yeah.
But I've heard you say, no, this is the beginning.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Like, listen, we'll see what happens tomorrow night in terms of the fight, but answers will soon be given. There'll be any questions that are had will soon be answered tomorrow, and I have full belief in myself. I know what I can do as a fighter, and that's pretty much it, really. And obviously with the great crowd that's going to be there as well, it'll make for an incredible night.
How many have you done ticket-wise?
Me personally, 1,700, but there's probably going to be over 2,000 from Stoke in there on the night.
So I was speaking to Denzel Bentley. I won't keep you much longer.
Yep.
He gave me very, very short answers. He was
Yeah.
I just want to fight now. And I said, okay, how's it
I
going
think
to go?
I think he might be hungry and a bit thirsty. He might be hungry and thirsty. At least a bit thirsty, to be fair. No, but he's just focused completely on the fight. He ain't bothered about this. He just wants to do the job and get it all done. So yeah, it's I'm sure he's looking forward to it.
Are you going to give me a prediction, Nathan Heaney?
A prediction is I will become the British champion tomorrow night. How that happens, who knows? But any way could happen.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.
Let's swap you out. Let's bring in the king of Dewsbury, Mr. Amar Abar. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad, how are you?
I'm good. You brought half your town with you. This was very, very loud, my friend.
That's it, I'll bring them wherever we go. It's like an army, wherever I go, they go.
How did this start? Where did you get all these fans from?
It's just I've got a good group of friends. I've got a big family, and obviously they all get together and they make the noise.
They make the noise, and I remember they made the noise last time out for your last fight, where you got your first stoppage. How did that feel?
Yeah, it felt good. Give me a lot of confidence. I've always known that I've got the power and the aggressiveness to take someone out of there. It was just a matter of time, getting used to the spotlight and performing.
And how's camp been? Are you still with Pat Barrett, or where are you at the moment?
No, I'm back with my dad now. I was back with him in the last fight, and it's been good. Hopefully I can showcase my skills again tomorrow.
Okay, I mean, so far we've seen a bit of everything from you.
Yeah.
You're quite a slickster. Obviously, you've got that amateur pedigree as well. But now you've started finding that power.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a little bit more of that, do you think? on
Yeah,
Saturday?
therefore, I always aim there. I always go in there to box smart. I'm a disciplined fighter, but if I see anything, I'll go for the kill.
You've in your amateur career, you have a bit of history with Sam Noakes.
Yep.
Is that history at one point that you look to revisit and maybe correct from your end?
At the moment, is he a lightweight?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's massive fights out there for me that are all they're all coming from the amateurs and all that. Obviously, there's some Noakes fight. There's a few other fighters. Super lightweight. There's Henry Turner. There's Ethan James. I think is a welterweight. All these fights these will happen down the line, but I'm looking forward to all of them really. I can't wait till I'm in the title contention and.
What makes you better than those guys?
I believe I believe I can box. Everyone's seen that I can box, and I'm obviously, like you said, now people are actually starting to see that I can actually pop a bit and take people out there. So I think I can do it all really.
Okay, well let's see it all tomorrow night.
That's
Thank
it,
you
man.
so
Thank
much
you, man.
for speaking to us. Let's
Nice
do a
one,
fist bump. Let's do the mic over to Chris Bork, who we're going to bring in. Look at this.
Nice one.
So efficient here. Chris Bork, how are you? Look,
Yeah, all good.
This
I know.
is good. This is quite similar. Where'd you get yours out of interest?
Reese.
Yeah, I'm Zara. So talk to me about what you saw today. Obviously, Denzel Bentley is your man. He's your mate. He's your boy. You've seen him in camp. You've seen that he's looked brilliant, right? What did you think today?
You know, he's made the weight, which is the most important thing. He doesn't look too dry. To be honest, every fight on this card I thought looked in amazing shape. No one looked too drained or missed weight, so it shows you they've all put the work in and they're ready to do the business.
Well, he didn't want to chat much at all. He gave me a couple of answers here. It was very much the energy was, leave me alone, I want to go and sort myself out and I want to knock someone out.
Yeah.
Should I be expecting that?
Yeah, you know, I think he's looking to put on a performance tomorrow night, so don't blink.
Well, he says he's determined for the knockout now as well. Do you expect that to happen against Nathan Heaney, who, by the way, is unbeaten?
Yeah, you can't, you know, the thing is, Nathan Heaney this is his big step up, so we don't know how good he is. So this is his chance to show everyone how good he is. But from what I've seen so far and from what we've seen from Denzel, I think Denzel will get the knockout.
And what's happening with you at the moment, Chris? Weight-wise, what are we looking at?
I'm looking at Bantam, but these Bantamweights don't want to fight me. Sean McGoldrick and Thomas Assombra, I've been calling them out for the past 3 fights. You know, I want a meaningful title that gets me a world ranking at Bantam, so I can get a world title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Super Bantam, it was just a little bit too...
Do you know what it is? I could do Super Bantam, but I just felt I was making the weight easily. So I feel like, why not do Bantam, try and clear up, and then maybe, who knows, I'll move back up to Super Bantam and try clear up there again.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. Chris, been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me on commentary earlier.
Yeah, no,
Thank you for having a chat with me now. We're going to swap you out for Nick the Wrecking Ball. So let's bring in Nick. Nick, how are you?
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
All good.
Do you know what? You gave me that little smile stare thing is exactly what you gave to Isaac Dogboe just a few moments ago. It was sort of like this thing. Talk me through that.
Just times now, innit? You know, one more night and it goes down, so I'm happy.
You're very excited about this fight. I can just tell you've got that sort of itch. You just want to fight now, don't you?
Yeah, I just want to get in there now and get the job done, yeah. Ready to go.
You looked in great shape, but he looked in great shape as well. What did you think?
Didn't really look at him out of shape, to be honest. Not really too bothered what he looks like. You get me?
Did you see anything in his eyes, Nick?
Nah, just eyeballs.
What a great answer. These are my sort of generic questions after a weigh-in. See anything in his eyes? Eyeballs, I've actually never heard anyone say that yet.
Yeah.
So well done, Nick Paul. What are you expecting tomorrow night? Do you think he's going to walk forward, charge right towards you?
He can try that, but he's in trouble if he tries that, like. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Don't really know, to be honest. Just be me. And the best version of me, and I'm sure that'll come out on fight night, and I've got loads of things I can do, and whatever I need to do will come out, and I'm feeling, and if the opportunity's right, I'm a smart fighter though. I'm not looking to rush things and mess up. I know when to step on, I know when to step off, I know when the time's right, I know when the time's not right, so I'm smart.
At these weigh-ins, when you're facing off, this is what I normally see. You're looking up to your opponents like that. This time, it was just
that
all
felt
level.
different, yeah. I felt like I was looking down. Yeah, might have been the 110s, but I felt like I was looking down. It was different, good.
So, what does that mean for the fight?
I'm going to be having more power, I think. Yeah, we'll have to see on fight night, but I think, yeah, you'll probably see a strong, even stronger Nick Ball, in my opinion.
That's quite a dangerous prospect.
Yeah, that's dangerous, yeah.
What does a win over Isaac Dogboe mean to Nick Ball?
Means everything, doesn't it? A win over anyone at this level, going where I'm going, means everything to me, because I've worked my whole life to get to this position, and I'm one step away of you know, fighting for the title I've dreamed of since a kid. So, you know, it means everything to me.
I mean, it's literally that. This is a final eliminator.
Yeah.
This is high level stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not just the scalp of Isaac Dogboe, it's the reward of a world title. It's
Yeah,
everything.
It's the whole thing, innit? The whole thing what you've been working towards. So definitely not letting it slip now, and gonna smash through it.
All right, give me your final prediction.
Brutal performance from Nick Ball.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Nice
much,
one, Dev.
Nick Ball. You are the man.
Nice
We
one.
will see you tomorrow. Can't wait for this fight. Well, that was Nick, the Wrecking Ball, in deep tomorrow night in the toughest fight of his life. WBC final eliminator for the world featherweight title takes on Isaac Dogboe. Isaac Dogboe is not some old guy that's done, by the way. He's 29 years old. He's a former super bantamweight world champion. He wants to become a two-weight world champion, and he is very much coming to take Nick Ball's head off. That's just one of the 7 title fights on tomorrow night. Live on TNT Sports. We're live from 6 o'clock, the earlier time of 6 o'clock, just because we've got so much great boxing. Do not miss this one. I mean, look, we could go through every fight, but you've just seen them all weigh in. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Join us.